What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Good. Just another great night tonight. It's actually pretty warm tonight, too.
It is. It is the middle of October, but it feels like it should be like the middle of May. Or something, or like late April, early May, I would say.
Honestly, it was weird. Walking out of my house this morning, I thought it was going to be like at least in the 40s or 50s, but no, it was like in the 60s, and it climbed up to kind of the 70s, I think, today, too. So,
yeah.
Not bad.
Good day all around.
Yeah.
So for tonight's episode, what we want to do is, if you remember a couple of years ago, Kyle and I took in the Wellesley versus Norwood football game at Norwood. Yes. Back when he was living in Norwood. And even though Kyle has since moved to Somerville, his parents still live in Norwood, so he still has a connection to the town of Norwood. Oh. And so this past Saturday, Wellesley and Norwood met once again at Norwood High School. So Kyle and I decided, why not do it again? Why not take in some exciting Raider versus Mustang football action?
Yeah, and this time it was kind of nice because the last game was a night game, I believe.
Yes.
And this time we decided to go in the afternoon, and it was good weather, just an overall great time to watch football game, I gotta say.
Absolutely, and it was a very exciting day for us as Wellesley fans. As
Wellesley
won big time, taking this one 27-0. And if you remember,
if you're a Norwood fan, sorry,
wasn't a good day for the host Mustangs. But if you remember from that episode a couple of years ago, we put together a sort of highlight reel from the game, and so we decided, why not do it again? So we took some footage from the contest. Kyle has put it together into our highlight montage, and we're going to throw it to that right now.
And this time, it's in HD.
As you could see there, quite the dominating performance by the Raiders. Again, they win that one 27-0 to go to 6-0 on the season. So, Kyle, I just wanted to sort of start off with your initial thoughts from the game overall as Wellesley took down Norwood.
Well, the epic music in the video montage basically said everything. It was a great game.
For Wellesley.
Okay, not a great game for Norwood, but for Wellesley, I mean, yeah, they were on top of their game. They were hitting on all fronts, no pun intended. I mean, they were all over the place. They ran them down. Boom. Flattened them like a pancake. I mean, wow.
They rocked them like a hurricane.
Oh.
Deep reference.
Yeah.
There. But yeah, I mean, Wellesley, and the thing about Wellesley is like they did it on the ground, in the air, defensively. They were
defense held up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Norwood could not get anything past them. It was great to watch, but offensively, just sort of the mix of run and pass. Really, really impressive against that Norwood defense.
That's good. No, I mean, like, well, yeah, I can't even. Sorry, I've had a long day today, so I apologize if I end up stumbling a little bit. But
It's okay.
yeah, no, it was just just overall a great game. It was fun to watch, and they had really good fried dough there too. By the way, so.
I can attest to that. They did have very good fried dough. And speaking of sort of the more entertainment value of, as you probably saw in the highlight montage, there was a performance at halftime by the Norwood Mustang marching band, and I know Kyle was very impressed by the band's performance. So Kyle, why don't you, as a former bandee yourself, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, as a former band member yourself, sort of just give us your thoughts on the halftime performance on Saturday.
Well, okay, so when I was in the band at high school, at least at Wellesley High School, their halftime shows were more kind of cheerleader based. They had more like dance routines by the cheerleader. Well, I'm sorry, not cheerleader based, more dance based, I should say, because they had the dance team and the cheerleaders kind of doing their routines. But this is actually the first time I've really seen, at least from the high school level, seen a real like halftime show led by the marching band. Now these guys, Norwood, man, they have an impressive marching band. Like they have like the outfits. I mean, as you saw in the video, they had like the professional looking hats and the outfits, and
setup was impressive too. Yeah. I mean, they really went all out with that. They made it kind of look like the Super Bowl halftime, smaller version of the Super Bowl halftime
seriously,
show.
Man, that was impressive. My kudos to you, Norwood Marching Band. My God, you guys really had your act together. I mean, in the song choice, I forget the first three, I'll be honest. I think there were some more classical marching pieces, but there was... Well, no, actually, it was a mix of, like, I think marching and some pop music.
Yeah.
They also had...
It was a variety.
Yeah, they kind of changed it up a bit. The last song, though, they took from the Tron soundtrack. Now, I don't know if anyone ever saw the Tron movie that came out in 2010. It was called Tron Legacy. It was the sequel to the first Tron in 1984. Sorry, I'm going to get a little nerdy, as no surprise there. But it was, it's a Tron sequel, and had a really good soundtrack made by Daft Punk. And I won't get into the whole story of the movie, but yes, it had a really good soundtrack, literally done by Daft Punk. And I'm going to keep doing these hand movements as I talk. And it was impressive. I liked hearing the marching variation of it. That was really cool. that was very impressive.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I mean, you kind of like really got excited when they did the Tron soundtrack. I mean, you were like digging that pretty heavily there.
When they announced it, I mean, I literally screeched like a little girl. I was like, "Oh!"
You really did. I can attest. He really did screech like a little girl.
It was Adiago in the Tron soundtrack. If any of you guys know anything about the Tron soundtrack that came out by Daft
all our viewers are now turning off this telecast.
They're like, I don't care about Tron. Goodbye
But
now.
it was a great performance.
Yes.
To sort of marked the half of a great game, at least like I said, for Wellesley. Wellesley, as I said, now goes to 6-0 on the season. They'll be playing for the second year in a row. They will go into their final game of the season with a chance to win the Bay State Harrogate Division Championship. They will play at Milton this coming Friday night, 2 days from now. And if they win that game, they will be the Harrogate Division champions, first time since 1999. If they can pull it off. And Kyle, I know you were there. You and I were both there for that Milton game last year when Milton beat Wellesley to capture the Harrogate title on their home field. So after what you saw Saturday, how do you like the Raiders' chances the second time around?
Really good. I mean, they definitely got to step up the game for Norwood. Sorry, I really had a long day today. For Milton, because Milton is a good team. They've actually, I feel like they've gotten better over the years. When we first faced them back in our freshman sophomore year, when the varsity faced them, they were decent. They were okay. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were all right. They were kind of like Weymouth. Weymouth and Milton were kind of at the bottom of the line there. But in the following years, that like Milton, man, they've upped their game. Milton, teams like Milton, Weymouth, they kind of started from scratch, from nothing, and then they just
started from the bottom. Now we here.
They rose to the top there, so they're really trying.
Yeah. Break it into my rap rap portion to tonight's program.
Like it.
But yeah, it was funny because we were actually talking to one of the Natick football coaches who was there scouting the game, and he said that he said that because Wellesley already played Natick.
Yep.
But yeah, he was saying that Wellesley should win on Friday because I guess Milton's not as good as they were last year, according to him. But you never know. I mean, the game's at Milton. It could go either way. We'll have to sort of see what happens come Friday night.
Well, no matter what, it's like coaches always say you always gotta be prepared. You gotta
go 1-0 every game. You gotta go 1-0.
Yep. It's not about what happened before. It's always about what's happening now. That's what you gotta do. So, point of advice:
one game at a time.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So again, obviously, a big congratulations to Wellesley. Good luck and a big good luck to them on Friday night against Milton.
And congratulations to the Norwood marching band for putting up a stellar halftime show.
Yes, if anybody on the Norwood marching band is watching, we salute you here at On a Couch Talking Sports. So we're going to move on here to the end portion of our topic because I actually have a monologue this week, and this is something that happened just tonight, actually. For those of you who don't know, and again, if you don't know this, you probably should be watching the show. But the Cleveland Indians beat the Boston Red Sox in the first round of the American League playoffs. Bow our heads in shame. But then went on and actually tonight won their series against the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1 to advance to the World Series for the first time since 1997. And I actually gotta say, I obviously didn't root for the Indians when they were playing the Red Sox, but the manager of the Cleveland Indians, for those of you who don't know, is none other than former Red Sox manager Terry Francona. And Terry Francona has always been one of my favorite managers of my time watching the Red Sox. And, I've always had great respect for him and, the way he handles his teams and stuff. I know he had some tough times his last couple of years in Boston, but he did some great things here, and I love to see him, be successful. And so for him to lead another team to the World Series is really great to see. And obviously, the Cubs are still in it, and as if you watched our playoff preview episode, we know that you and Kyle and I are still rooting for the Cubs. Yep. But if the Cubs were to not make it, the Cubs are actually down 2-1 to the Dodgers right now. But if the Cubs were to not make it, I'd definitely be rooting for the Indians in the World Series, just for that fact of Terry Francona. So
actually, quick question about Terry Francona I had. This is for also viewers who may not know as well. What years was he managing the Red Sox?
So he became manager in 2004 and managed the team all the way through 2011.
Oh, and then he moved to the
so he managed the team for 8 years.
Okay.
He took a couple years off in between, and I think in 2013, I want to say, he joined the Cleveland Indians. Not the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are the football team in Cleveland. He joined the Cleveland Cavaliers,
He just completely switched sports, he didn't even care. No.
Hey, the Browns could probably use them, because they're
Hey, you never know.
But yeah, so I just wanted to send a congratulations to him and best of luck in the World Series. Kyle, you got anything for us this week?
Well, yeah. The only thing is, it's not 100% sports related, but since we were on the topic of music, of good shows, I actually was able to see a really good show last night at the Orpheum Theater in Boston. One of my friends and I, we actually went down to see The Head and the Heart. And I don't know if anyone knows that band. They have one or two hits on the radio, but they actually sound really good. They're a kind of a folk alternative rock band. I guess that's the best way to put it. But they have a lot of different styles. Like they have two lead singers, a girl and a guy. The girl plays an amazing violin. the guy actually he plays guitar, but there was one song that he just kind of walked away from the microphone. He started playing the keyboard, which was kind of crazy. I was like, oh, okay. Which you never really see a lot of singers do that, but I thought that was kind of cool. So and the drummer was, you should have seen the drummer. I'll have to show the video sometime. But the drummer was just like, he was so into it. It was just a good show. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you ever get the chance, whether you get their album, The Head and the Heart, definitely check them out live or get one of their albums. Or all of them. They only have 3 albums, so wouldn't cost too much. So yeah, I would wholeheartedly recommend them.
Yeah, I just love the fact that you say this is not 100% sports related, aka it's 0% sports related. So for the 2 viewers that actually stayed on through that, we're going to wrap up the episode, and I apologize profusely for my friend's little off-color tantrum there. Or not tantrum, but just sort of monologue that had nothing to do with sport.
I could do a tantrum, but it wouldn't be very
I'm
funny,
embarrassed. I just want you to know I feel your pain, and I have to actually work with them. So that's going to do it for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. He's Kyle. I'm Robbie, signing off from our On a Couch Talking Sports studios. We will see you next time, everybody. Good night.